For a moment, imagine that a tree could speak, that it could tell you the story of its life, its struggle for survival, and its ultimate death. Gieve Patel's On Killing a Tree invites us to step into the silent world of nature and witness the profound battle between human intervention and the constant struggle of the natural world. Join me as I delve into the thought-provoking poem and uncover the hidden message it holds about our relationship with the environment. So in today's video, we are going to discuss the line-by-line meaning and analysis of the poem On Killing a Tree written by Gieve Patel. Before we start delving into decoding the meaning of the poem, let us learn a little bit about the poet. Now, Gieve Patel is an Indian poet, playwright and painter known for his multidisciplinary artistic endeavors. That is, he has experimented with various forms of art. He was born in 1940 and interestingly, he is still living till date, and his work often reflects his background as a medical doctor and his deep understanding of the human condition. On Killing a Tree is one of his most famous poems, and it demonstrates his ability to merge scientific observation with poetic imagination. The central message of the poem revolves around the capacity of the tree's ability to resist being destroyed. Patel suggests that merely cutting or injuring a tree's exterior will not be sufficient. Instead, the poem illustrates the tree's capacity to regenerate, ultimately conveying a respect for resilience of nature, that nature as a power is very strong. It can overcome any kind of harsh attacks that are done to it. However, the poem also hints at the destructive power of human intervention when pushed to limits. That is, when human beings try to intervene or come within the way of nature, nature can indeed cause destruction. Overall, the poem is divided into 4 stanzas. In stanza 1, the poem begins with acknowledging the fact that destroying a tree is a very time-consuming task and it cannot be achieved very quickly by just a simple jab of knife or by one stroke of knife. You cannot simply kill a tree. Will do it. It has grown slowly, consuming the earth. That is, the poem is trying to tell you that there is a gradual growth that is seen in the tree because it gets its food from nature. It consumes the elements of nature and earth and thrives or lives on nature, on earth over the years, emphasizing the depth of the roots in the ecosystem. That is, the tree has the capacity to go, the roots of the tree have the capacity rather to go very deep, because from there it gets water. And also because tree is an element of nature, it has survived over the years. The tree's exterior is often rough and it is contrasted with the ability to continuously produce new trees, because you see over here it's written leprous hide, sprouting leaves. It shows that tree has the capacity to overcome any obstacles and survive the destruction that is often caused to the trees. In stanza 2, the poem argues that injuring the tree's outer layers or causing it pain will not be sufficient to kill the tree. There are miniature boughs which, if unchecked, will grow. That is, even when the tree is harmed, the tree has the capacity to heal itself and regenerate or grow once again. New growth happens, and if the tree is left unchecked, you will see within no time the tree will return to its previous size and strength. Stanza 3 is the poem's turning point, as it suggests that to kill a tree completely, its root must be taken out forcibly. It should be extracted, pulled out, ripped apart from the earth by disrupting or destroying its source of sustenance or its source of, life. By uprooting the tree, its innermost weakness will be exposed. And when the source of life that has been hidden in the earth for years will come out, it is only then that you will be successful in killing the tree completely. That is, the poet is saying that human beings thinks it is very easy to kill the trees, but in reality the poem is trying to show us that the tree as it is has a capacity to grow back even if it has been injured or hurt. It does not need the intervention of human beings to give care to it, to nurture the tree if something has happened to it, because nature has the capacity to heal itself and also to heal human beings. But if you think you are at all going to be able to kill a tree, it will require a lot of effort, because you will have to literally take it out. You see the source, white and wet. Over here the poet is referring to the cell sap. Remember, I told you he had a scientific touch to his writings. So here, by mentioning the fact white and wet, he is referring to the cell sap that is there in the branches of trees. You will see a white substance that is there. That is also a way in which the tree is able to grow well. So that is how you will have to tear the tree apart in order to kill it completely. That is how strong an element of nature the tree is. Finally, in stanza 4, the poet says, "Then the matter of scorching and choking in sun and air," that is, once the tree has been exposed, even the innermost layers of the trees which are supposedly weak have been exposed. It is only then that the tree undergoes a process of withering, decaying, getting destroyed because of being exposed to the harsh external conditions of the sun, the air, and ultimately it is only then that when the tree has been able to endure all the difficulties in life, only then is the tree ultimately going to die. So it is not easy to kill a tree. It is only when you expose its innermost potential of survival can you kill the tree. In terms of themes, these are the 4 areas where I would like to draw your attention to the themes of the poem on killing a tree. Let us discuss in details now. Resilience of nature. The poem emphasizes the incredible strength of trees and their ability to regenerate, to grow once again and survive even in the face of adversity. Therefore, it requests limited human intervention, because human actions, if pushed to their limits, can cause irreversible damage to the environment. And remember, nature too has a capacity to take revenge, or it tries to destroy everything, not taking care of whether human beings are existing on it or not. I'll tell you how. I'm sure you all are familiar with these 2 important incidents that happened very recently. The flash floods in Kedarnath, which was expected because of a cloudburst perhaps, and the Uttarakhand floods. Apart from it, all the year round we get to hear occasionally how if it is winter it's extremely cold, if it's summer it's so scorching. Every year there's climate change, temperatures are rising. All this is why? Because human intervention has crossed limits, and it is intervening the natural mechanism, natural functioning of nature. And because of this, nature is not getting space to live freely, to be free as it used to be, because human beings are constantly stepping into the space of nature. It is because of this that nature is doing this. But remember, nature too has a capacity to not just heal itself but also heal human beings. So therefore, as responsible individuals, it is our duty to preserve nature. Through the example of the tree, the poem also highlights that destroying nature is not as simple as it may seem, because nature has the capacity, through its intricate secret processes, to cure itself, which we human beings do not have the capacity to understand, because there is something of an element of surprise in nature which as human beings we are still not aware about. And lastly, environmental awareness. I just discussed a few minutes back about how we need to be responsible and preserve nature. So the poem also highlights the importance of understanding and respecting the connection between all living beings and nature, how all living beings have to exist within the larger ecosystem. So in conclusion, we see that the poem is having a profound exploration of the relationship between man and nature. Through the metaphor of killing a tree, the poem encourages us to reflect on our impact on the environment and the resilience of the natural world. It reminds us to approach nature with care, recognizing that even in the face of destruction, life has a remarkable ability to endure and resist. So that's it from this video. I hope you liked it. Do hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more such future updates. Thank you for watching. Bye.